Depression isn't just sadness. It's a constant internal struggle. Most people don't know how to fight it. Doctors, they often just mask the pain with pills and more pills. But the root of the darkness goes unaddressed. But why? Because there's a giant pushing these so-called solutions. The pharmaceutical industry. Profit over people. But here, we hold the keys to unlock happiness. We will go over 4 powerful steps on how to overcome depression. This is our battle plan. We're not just surviving, we're reclaiming our minds. Together, we are nowhere near weak. Number 1, confronting the shadow. Experience is a far greater teacher than any classroom. That is why no doctor can help you here. Allow me to quickly give you some of my backstory. I danced with depression for years. I tried everything to be the happy version of me again, but I could not break free. Depression is sticky. I felt like I was dead without dying. Can you relate? Feeling like a shell of my former self. I tried to end it twice. Luckily, God decided to intervene. The last time, my brother showed up just before I was about to do something drastic. Talk about divine intervention. Listen, I share this not for sympathy. I do not seek pity. I know many of you have walked this same dark path. It's this path that forged my strength. And for that, I hold gratitude. I speak to show I've been where you are, to share the wisdom gained. So I guess the question you are asking is, how? How do you beat depression once and for all? You have to see it. This is how I saw depression. Depression is a shadow demon lurking in every corner of your mind. It feeds on your joy, leaving nothing but emptiness. It is often described as a dark cloud that overshadows every step you make, every breath you take, and every thought you have, even devouring your passions and hobbies that once gave you so much joy. And pills and doctors won't do a damn thing against this shadow demon. But there is something you can do right now to make you feel like yourself again. You're empowered to cast light on it whenever it tries to edge back into your life. I recognize its whispers of despair are not your own. This is the first step to reclaiming your mind. To win back your life, you must face this enemy and truly see it. There is an old saying, you can't fight a demon if you don't know its name. Stare at it. You have to beat it into submission, not with potions, but with the strength of your will. Together, we draw swords against this darkness. Together, we are nowhere near weak. Number 2, fire and ice, sparking the flame within. Before we begin, know this. I'm not telling you to cast aside your shields of antidepressants if they already serve you in battle. They boost your serotonin and dopamine levels but will weaken swiftly after stopping, leaving many warriors feeling more overwhelmed than before. With that said, depression dims the inner light, the fire fueled by serotonin and dopamine. Our brains, starved of this vital spark, languish in the shadows. Why? Because the solutions offered from big pharmaceutical companies often ignore the root. Here is the reality. We're told to medicate, to numb, not to heal. Big pharma just treat the symptoms, not the person. They do this, so you keep coming back. It's part of their business model. Yet there's a forge within all of us, waiting to be reignited. Enter the cold plunge. A leap into icy waters is a shock to the system. More than a jolt, it's a wake-up call, said to outshine even coffee in its invigorating effect. But why does this matter? Because it teaches our brain to light its own fires again. Over time, your serotonin and dopamine levels will normalize. You'll start to feel alive, chasing the warmth of joy. It's a challenge, a battle against the comfort of the known. But in this discomfort, we find strength. Every plunge is a declaration. I am more than this darkness. It's not just about waking up the body, but awakening the soul. And with each dive, the demon of despair loses its grip. This is how we start to reclaim color in our lives, not with pills, but with the power of our own will. Number 3, seeing through the veil. The system, it thrives on our silence, our submission. Since the 50s, the essence of manhood has been eroded, layer by layer. Progress, they call it, but at what cost? A world of shadows, where true strength is feared, for it cannot be controlled. They seek to dull our senses, our desires, our fire. Why? Because the weak are easy to lead, but they underestimated the warrior within. This isn't about falling in line, it's about awakening. Your mind is your greatest ally. Intelligence isn't just for strategy, it's for survival, for seeing the truth. Like Neo, when the world slows, and you see not just the surface, but the code beneath. Together, we're not just breaking free from depression, we're tearing down the very walls that seek to confine us. Together, we stand nowhere near weak. Number 4, forging your destiny. Empowered, awakened, and unchained. Now, the quest for purpose begins. A path divinely set, waiting for your steps. This journey within has armed you with insight that will guide you to success from here on out. Your mission, to join the FJORD, to show others the way out of the darkness, unbound by the chains of the Matrix. Your mission is to succeed in life. Seek out fellow warriors, those souls also touched by the light, and ascend. Gain success and wealth, not as an end, but as a means. Tools to extend your reach, to amplify your impact. With every victory, with every soul stirred from slumber, the FJORD grows stronger. Together we stand. Together we fight. Together we are nowhere near weak.